Hi YouTube. I have another practice designed for tonight. It's rainy and windy here on Nantucket Island, and I'm looking to get into my hips and my side body. So this class will focus on stabilizing while opening up across the hips and side body extension. You don't need anything but your body or your mat, but if you have a block or a stack of books, that could be nice for some shapes. Yeah, and that's about it. I'll meet you in child's pose. You can just take a moment to get organized and then find your way into a wide knees child's pose. Alrighty, so you separate your knees pretty wide, about the same distance apart as the outer edges of the hips. Bring the big toes together to touch side by side. Extend the reach of the arms forward, but soften into the elbows. So the forearm bones can weigh heavy into the mat. Allow for the shoulders to soften down away from your ears. Surrender into the center of the brow line. You can soften through the back side of the neck. Soften the inner ears and the hinge of the jaw. Begin to deepen your inhalations and lengthen the exhalation. So each breath is just a bit longer, a bit deeper than the last. Use your breath to arrive in this moment, in this space on your mat. Lightly begin to root the tops of the shins, tops of the feet, down into the floor. And draw the creases of the hips back. Last little bit here, begin to crawl the fingertips forward, extend the reach of the arms. Plant the palms onto the mat, fingers wide. Breathe length into the side body. Transition through tabletop, back into downward facing dog. Tuck the toes under, lift the creases of the hips up and back. You spread wide through your fingers. Extend the reach of the arms, bow the head heavy. And stand down into the mat through the hands and the feet. Lift the creases of the hips up a bit higher. Unlock the knees and spiral the inner ankles towards the backside of the space. Breathe. Keep your feet hips width distance apart. Send the right leg up and back. Reach through the heel, firm into your thighs. Go for length. And early pigeon. Right knee behind the back side of the right wrist. Okay, lower the front side of your pelvis down towards the floor. Okay, stay upright. Untuck your back toes. Prop yourself up onto your finger pads. Unlock the elbows. Press down into the floor. Extend the reach of the arms and lift into your heart. And then hug the upper inner thighs towards one another until you feel a little lift from the center of the pelvic floor. walk your fingertips back until the finger pads land to the outer edges of your thighs, outer edges of your hips. You press the ground away from you through your legs and your finger pads. Lengthen out of the waist, eyes forward. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears and ignite a bit through your back body. And all of these actions supported by breath. You continue to deepen the inhale, lengthen the exhale. And then little by little, walk your fingertips forward, land onto your palms. Sway, rock a bit from left to right. And continue to lower all the way down onto your forearms. Okay, stack the shoulders right above the elbows. Root your palms and your forearm bones down, lightly grip down into the mat. And lengthen the sternum and the crown of the head forward as you draw the right hip crease back. And then again, hug your upper inner thighs towards one another until you feel a bit of a lift in your pelvic floor. Keep that and deepen your breath. You breathe towards sensation instead of away from it. And you stay active in the shape. Use your hands against the floor to lift up. Extend the reach of the arms, lift the chest. Roll over onto the outer edge of your right thigh and swing your left leg around in front. Extend the left leg out to the side. Bend the right knee and place the sole of the right foot towards your inner left thigh. Moment to ground down into your seat. And reach your left hand for the top of the left ankle, or with your peace sign fingers, scoop up the inside of your big toe, yogi toe lock. You bend your left elbow. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. You drive your sit bones down. Steady your eyes. Plug the front side of the rib cage in. Navel to spine. Lean back and begin to direct the breath into the right side of the body, side body stretch. Okay, now bring the top hand to the back side of the head. Bend the elbow. Place the right hand at the back of the head, right at the nape of the neck. Gently lean your head into your hands. Lift your eyes towards the tip of the elbow, towards the ceiling. Lean back, plug the front side of the rib cage in. Breathe to the side body as you lift the tip of the right elbow a little bit higher. And one more inhale. Use the exhalation to rise all the way up. And once you're up, square your upper body to the extended leg. Ground your finger pads to either side of your left thigh. Inhale to lengthen from the navel to the sternum. Exhale to walk your hands towards your left foot, bow forward and fold, chin in towards your chest. You broaden through the back side of the shoulder blades. Wrap the right side of your rib cage down towards the floor. A few deep breaths into your back body. Use your hands against the mat. Rise up. Head is the last thing to lift. And bring your right fingertips behind you. Left hand to the outer edge of your right thigh. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the crown of the head. Exhale, soften into your elbows and twist. Easy, cinch in at your waist. Lift the sternum with every inhale. Drive the twist with the exhalations. And one more breath in. Unwind on the exhale. Hands behind you for support. Bend your knees, ground your feet onto the floor. Move the flesh out from underneath your sit bones once again. Navasana boat pose. Lift your shins parallel to the floor. Lengthen the arms. Flip your palms up to face the ceiling. And then balance on the very edges of the sit bones. Turn on your hip flexors. With every inhale, lift the sternum. Every exhale, super lightly squeeze the shoulder blades together. Do that one more time. Inhale, lift the sternum, lift the heart. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And downward facing dog, cross at the ankles, plant the palms, step it back, take your time. In your down dog, spread your fingers wide, wag your seat a bit, left to right. Stand down into your mat. And then left leg up and back, strong and straight. Reach through the heel, go for length, firm your thighs. Early pigeon, left knee behind the back side of the left wrist. Okay, lower the front side of your pelvis down towards the floor, untuck your back toes. Prop yourself up onto your finger pads, extend the reach of the arms without locking the elbows, and lift into the chest, lift into the sternum. And then here, hug the upper inner thighs towards one another until you feel a lift in the pelvic floor. And continue to walk your fingertips around towards the outer edges of your thighs or your hips. Use every point of your body that's in contact with the ground to root down. So you press the floor away from you. And then as you begin to lightly ignite your back body, plug the shoulders down away from the ears. Steady your eyes on one point ahead of you. And breathe into the front side of the chest, the heart. And give it one more inhale, stay active. And use the exhale to walk your hands forward. You can land onto your palms, sway a bit from left to right. And one forearm at a time, lower down onto your forearms. You stack the shoulders right above the elbows. Root down into your forearm bones and your palms. Grip through your finger pads. Reach the sternum and the crown of the head forward. Hug the upper inner thighs towards one another and draw the pit of the navel in. Find your breath. Use your fingertips, your hands against the floor to rise up, lift into your chest, extend the reach of the arms. And roll over onto the outer edge of your left thigh and swing the right leg around in front. And extend the right leg out to the side. Bend the left knee and draw the sole of the left foot towards your inner right thigh. Okay, find your seat, ground down. Grab hold of your right ankle with your right hand, or peace sign fingers, scoop up the inner big toe, yogi toe lock. Either way, bend your right elbow, begin to lean back, and as you open across the front side of the chest, reach your left arm towards the ceiling. Okay, look forward. Contain through the front side of your ribcage. Breathe into the left side of the body. Firm, super strong into the extended leg. And then left hand transitions to the back side of the head. Now reach for the nape of the neck, bend the elbow, lean your head back into your hands. Lift your gaze towards the ceiling. Lift the tip of the elbow a bit higher, and a few deep breaths right into your side body. Audible inhalations. Steady exhalations. And one more inhale. And use the exhale to rise all the way up. And you square your upper body to the extended leg. Ground your finger pads to either side of your right thigh. Take a deep breath in, lengthen from the navel to the sternum. And walk your hands forward and fold with the exhale, chin towards your chest. Okay, broaden into the backside of the rib cage, broaden through the backside of the shoulder blades. Breathe. Use your hands against the floor to slowly stack the spine. Head is the last thing to lift. And bring the left fingertips behind you, right hand to the outer edge of your left thigh. Soften into your elbows. Inhale, lift the sternum, crown of the head towards the ceiling. Exhale, twist. Okay, cinch in at your waist. Use each exhalation to drive just a bit deeper into your twist. You work the twist from the inside out. Final round of breath. Come through center. Hands behind you for support. Ground your feet onto the mat, bend your knees. Navasana boat pose. Lift your shins up parallel to the floor. Extend the reach of the arms forward, palms towards the ceiling. Turn on your hip flexors. Draw the lower anterior abdominals in and up. Find your breath, lift the heart, lengthen across the collarbones and lightly squeeze the shoulder blades together. One more inhale. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Take your time to transition. Once you're in your down dog, stand down into your hands, lift the creases of the hips a bit higher. Soften into your knees and inch by inch, walk your feet forward to your hands. Keep some mat space in front of you. Ground your feet hips width distance apart. Come halfway up on the inhale. Lengthen the spine, sternum forward. Bow down on your exhale, fold. Heavy head, chin to chest. Again, like that, inhale, halfway up. Feel your feet, lengthen the spine, turn on your back body. Exhale, bow forward, fold, chin to chest, heavy head. Last time, halfway up, inhale, feel your feet, strong legs. Bow forward, fold with your exhale, take it down. Urdhva Hastasana, rise all the way up, big breath in, reach, firm the glutes. Exhale the hands to the heart, press the palms together. Modified Sun A. Re-extend the arms towards the ceiling. Big breath in. Dive forward, fold with your exhale. Take it down. Halfway up on your inhale, lengthen your spine, feel your feet. Walk back, downward facing dog on the exhalation. Just a walk back. Spinal wave forward. Plank pose. Slow motion, lower all the way down to the mat, all the way down. Low Cobra, Bhujangasana, inhale, challenge the shape. Back out 20% as you exhale. Tabletop position, big breath in. Downward facing dog on a long breath out. Land in your downward facing dog, breathe. Big toes a bit closer together, lift the heels up super high. Bend your knees, eyes forward, on empty, big stepper float, top of the mat. You ground your feet, come halfway up on your inhale, lengthen the spine. Bow forward, fold with your exhale, heavy head. Rise up, reach up, stretch up, big breath in, firm your glutes, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to the heart as you exhale, empty out. Traditional Sun A, inhale, reach your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Palms together, dive forward, fold Uttanasana. Halfway up, lengthen your spine, feel your feet. Chaturanga Dandasana, step or float back. You've got Cobra or Upward Facing Dog on your inhale. Downward Facing Dog with the exhalation. Let's give this down dog just a few rounds of breath. See if you can lift the underside of your bum just a little bit higher. And then big toes together to touch heels high. Bend your knees, eyes forward on empty. Big step or float, top of the mat. Halfway up, inhale, lengthen your spine, sternum forward. Bow down, heavy head on your exhale, let it go. Urdhva Hastasana, rise up, reach up on the inhale, firm your glutes. Hands to the heart as you exhale, press the meat of the palms together. Last round, traditional sun A. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Palms together, exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway up on your inhale, lengthen your spine. Chaturanga Dandasana, step, float back. Cobra, up dog on the inhale, open the heart. Downward Facing Dog as you exhale, shift back. And ground into your hands, bring your feet just a bit closer together. Lift the right leg up and back, big breath in. And add on a twist, bend the knee and open across the pelvis with the exhalation. You look underneath the right upper arm. Stand down into your hands, extend the reach of the arms and lift your entire waist up even higher. And plug the navel in. Okay, then right inner thigh to the right upper arm as high as you can get it. One time, shift forward, press the mat away. Right leg up and back with your inhale. And quietly step through to your lunge as you exhale. Elongate your stance, firm your thighs, crescent lunge, rise up. And commit to a deep bend into your front knee. Firm into your left glute and draw the outer edges of your hips in. So you stabilize and breathe. And then one more inhalation, lift out of the waist. Warrior 2 on the exhale. Dial the left heel down and bring your hands to your hips. Okay, with your hands on your hips, angle the left frontal hip point a bit more forward. And commit to a deep bend into your front knee, sit low. And one time, press down into the feet. Extend the front leg, inhale, firm your glutes. And bend your front knee, and as you exhale, sit low. The traditional Virabhadrasana 2, extend the reach of the arms from front to back. And stay low, drive down into your feet. Reverse the warrior. Right hand high, find your side body. In reverse, extend your front leg, press into your feet. Begin to draw the right hip crease back and reach out to come down. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Okay, keep your left frontal hip point angled a bit more forward. Ground through the right finger pads. Stack the shoulders. Wrap the right side of the rib cage more forward and extend the reach of your top arm. Reach into your left arm. And then with the crown of the head forward, create space and length throughout both sides of the neck. Internally rotate your top arm, find a breath in. Bend the elbow and send the forearm behind your back as you exhale. You reach your left fingertips for the inside of the right thigh. Gently lean back into the left forearm. Lift your gaze towards the ceiling. Open across your chest. Breathe. And then look down at the mat. And find a lunge. Bend your front knee. Lift your back heel. Plant your palms. 3 three-legged down dog, right leg up and back, inhale. Right knee to the left upper arm, fall in triangle on the exhale. Extend the right leg out to the side, dial your left heel down. Begin to press the mat away from you. Firm super strong into your thighs. Drive the left arm all the way up and over the outer edge of your ear. Okay, as you reach through the tips of the fingers, spiral your palm down towards the floor. Extend, lengthen through your side body. Big breaths. Downward facing dog. Take your time to transition. Either commit, land in your down dog, or spinal wave forward, plank. Chaturanga halfway or to the belly. Cobra up dog on the inhale, open heart. Downward facing dog as you exhale, shift back. You ground down into your hands, extend the length of the arms, lift the underside of the bum. And bring the big toes a bit closer together. All of that on the second side. Left leg up and back, inhale. And add on a twist. Point into the foot, bend the knee, and open across the front side of your pelvis with the exhalation. Okay, fan the webbing of your toes wide. Ground down into the bones of your right foot. Stand out into your hands as well. Lift the entire waist up, plug the navel in. And one time, left inner thigh to the left upper arm as high as you can get it. Press the mat away from you. Linger. Left leg up and back. Inhale. Big breath. Quietly step through to your lunge with your exhalation. Elongate into your stance. Crescent lunge. Firm your inner thighs. Rise up. And reach the arms up. Fire your right glute. Commit to a deep bend into the front knee. Drive the bones of your left foot down. Okay, then hug the outer edges of the hips in. Stabilize and lift out of the waist. And one more inhale. Warrior two with the hands on the hips. So dial your right heel down. Bring your hands onto your hips. Commit to a deep bend into the left knee as you angle the right frontal hip point a bit more forward. And then keep your hands on your hips, ground your feet, extend your front leg one time, firm into your glutes, take a breath in, then rebend your front knee on your exhale, get low. Now, traditional Virabhadrasana 2, extend the reach of the arms from front to back, stay strong into your legs. You can stay low, reverse your warrior. Lengthen across your side body. In reverse, extend the front leg. Begin to draw the left hip crease back. Reach out to come down. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Okay, great time to utilize the block. Okay, ground into your left finger pads. Keep your right frontal hip point angled a bit more forward. And reach the right arm up. Plug the front side of the rib cage in, navel to spine. Crown of the head forward. Lengthen through both sides of the neck. And internally rotate your top arm, big breath in. Bend the elbow on the exhale, send the forearm behind the back. So you reach your right fingertips for the inner left thigh. And then really lightly lean back into your forearm. Continue to contain into the front side of the rib cage. Breathe your chest, wrap the left side of the rib cage more forward, chest open. And one more breath in. And then look down, bend your front knee, plant your palms, find a lunge. Three-legged down dog, left leg up and back, inhale. Left knee to the right upper arm, it's fallen triangle on the exhale. Send the left leg out to this side. Dial your right heel down. Okay, press the mat away from you. Unlock the bottom elbow and then reach the right arm all the way up and over the outer edge of your ear. Okay, breathe into the right side of the body. firm into your thighs, open across your chest. Okay, it's downward facing dog. Ground your hands. Exhale to empty as you shift back. And then spinal wave forward through to plank. Chaturanga, half layer to the belly. Cobra up dog on the inhale. Downward facing dog with your exhale. And big toes a bit closer together. Lift your heels up high. Bend your knees, eyes forward. Big step or float, top of the mat. Halfway up, inhale, lengthen. Bow forward, exhale, fold, heavy head. Rise up, reach up, stretch up, Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale, firm your glutes. Hands to the heart as you exhale, press the palms together. Okay, a moment in Tadasana. Arms alongside the body. Ground down into the bones of the feet. And feel for the weight of the shoulders, the weight of the arms. And lift a bit higher through the crown of the head. Steady the breath. So you use this moment, this time on your mat to stand proud and tall. Stand with integrity and grace. And with the eyes open, bring your hands to your waist. Feet about hips width distance apart. Variation Utkatasana chair pose. Begin to sit down and back. And keep your hands on your waist as you transition figure four. Right ankle up and over left thigh. You draw the creases of the hips back. Drive the outer edge of your right ankle into your left thigh bone as you flex the foot. Plug the pit of the navel in. Lightly squeeze the shoulder blades together, eyes forward. And with every exhale, can you sit even lower? Draw the left shin bone back and drag down through the center of the heel. And final breath in. Come through a chair pose as you exhale. Utkatasana chair. This time you can reach your arms up. You take a breath in your chair, sit low. And hands to the hip, second side figure four. Left ankle up and over right thigh. You flex into your left foot, root the outer edge of your left ankle into your right thigh bone. Draw the creases of your hips back, sit low, sit down, sit back. Lift, lengthen out of the waist, sternum towards the ceiling. Shoulders down away from the ears. Ignite into your back body. Find your breath. Okay, one more inhale. Through chair with your exhale. Bend your knees, sit low. And inhale, reach your arms up in your chair. Exhale, hands to the waist, right back onto side one. So right ankle up and over left thigh, figure four. Find where you left off right away. Drag the creases of the hips back, root down into the center of the heel. Steady the eyes, breathe. And one more inhale. And come through chair as you exhale. Bend your knees, sit low, drive through your heels. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, figure four, left ankle up and over right thigh. So our last go, find where you left off. Drive the center of your right heel down, right shin bone back. And flex into your left foot, reach the creases of the hips back, lift the underside of the booty back, or reach the underside of the booty back. Take one more inhalation, get low. Utkatasana chair as you exhale. Ground your feet, bend your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up, maybe even look up. And stay low into your chair. Sweep the arms back and interlace the fingers. Lift your heart, big breath in, strong legs. Forward fold on the exhale, right over your thighs. You let your head go super heavy. Good grip into your hands. Imagine you were trying to pull your arms apart. Shift the weight just a bit more forward into the feet. Fan wide across the webbing of the toes. Reach your knuckles a bit higher. Head super heavy. And final breath in. Fingertips to the mat as you exhale. And then this is your final vinyasa. Come halfway up on your inhale, lengthen your spine. Chaturanga Dandasana, step or float back. A cobra up dog on your inhale. And downward facing dog with your exhale. And then in this final downward facing dog, grab for the outer edges of the mat. Pull the mat away from you. Extend the reach of the arms, bow the head heavy, chin into your chest. Lift the creases of the hips, lift the underside of the bum. Unlock the knees and spiral the inner ankles back. Extend through your side body, extend through your back body. A final breath in. Lower your shins towards the floor as you exhale. You sit back onto your heels. Rest your hands onto your thighs. Take a moment to land on your heels in your seat. And then shift over to one side. Swing your legs around in front. A nice time to wipe some sweat. Grab a small sip of water if you need one. And then two options. You could either cross the right shin in front of the left, or you could go for double pigeon and stack the right shin bone on top of the left. So the ankles and the knees are in line with one another. Okay, so it's either a cross or a stack. And either way, find your seat. Lift, lengthen the spine. Reach the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Breathe in. And either stay upright or use the exhale to fold forward. And walk your hands forward and fold over your legs, any amount. And in both shapes, gently flex into your feet to support your knees. Draw the creases of your hips back, the outer edges of your hips in. And on every exhalation, pull the navel in towards the spine. Maybe even see if you can keep it there. You exhale, draw the navel into the spine, keep it there as you inhale, and pull it in a bit tighter with your next exhale. And keep going like that. Experience your body through breath. A bit longer of a hold here. Let's say about just 4 to 6 final rounds of breath wherever you're at. Use your hands against the floor to stack up. Bring the hands behind you for support. Extend the legs long just for a moment. Take a breath. And right into the second side. The right shin bone is on bottom. You can either cross the left shin bone in front, ankles and knees in the same line, or you could stack the left shin bone on top, ankles and knees in the same line. And feel for where you are on this side of your body. Lengthen, lift out of the waist with your inhale, and either stay upright or begin to fold forward with the exhalation. yourself up. If you're folded forward, bring your hands behind you for support. Extend one leg at a time out in front of you. You can lean back onto the weight of your hands, your arms. Shake your legs out a bit from side to side. Shake the legs out a bit up and down. Alrighty, and flip around to face the back side of the mat. And once you're facing the back side of the mat, make sure there's some mat space behind you. Ground your feet with your knees bent. Extend the reach of the arms in front of you. Take a deep breath in. And with a cat-like spine, bone by bone, round down. No, super, super slow. And once you're down onto your mat, send your arms out into a goalpost shape, so elbows wide, palms towards the ceiling. And separate your feet max width distance apart and windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And the next time your knees and your thighs fall to the left, keep them there. Exaggerate the shape a bit. Lightly squeeze into your glutes. Lift the right frontal hip point towards the ceiling, and as you internally rotate the right leg, externally rotate into your left leg. Just one more inhale. Come through center with your exhale. Take a breath in and switch sides. Drop your thighs and your knees off to the right. And exaggerate the shape just a bit. Firm into your glutes. Lift the left frontal hip point. Internally rotate into your left leg, externally rotate into your right leg. Breathe down the left side of the body, twist. And one more inhale, and come through center as you exhale. You bring the thighs into the chest, wrap the arms around the front side of the shins. Squeeze in, rock a bit from side to side, tune into the low back. Final shape, Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees wide apart. Okay, if you need some extra support here, you could slide pillows or blocks underneath the outer edges of your thighs. Let's rest the hands somewhere on the upper body and breathe directly into the hands. So breathe into the tips of the fingers, breathe into the center of your palms. Feels like a shape that your body is craving, feel free to stick it out here. Otherwise, one leg at a time, extend out into final Shavasana. Allow for the hinge of the jaw to loosen. Create space between the upper and the lower teeth. Allow for the breath to get super shallow. Be still. you have the space to linger on your mat in your practice, linger in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. Before you do get up and go, deepen your breath and just take a moment to acknowledge the time that you carved out of this day to be within your body and your